it's me, Team here, with a brand new series of videos. It's going to be reviews of all our trucks. Of course, the working ones, not the old shitty ones. Well, we will need some subscribers. We are trying to become partners on YouTube, so we need around 200 subscribers. So hope you go to our channel and subscribe. Okay, this first review is really exciting, I think. It's about our newest truck, the mini E-revo VXL. It's one of the first ones in Sweden. We are happy to have it here. It's really small, actually. Here's a can of Coke. I think everybody drinks Coke. It's really small. Yeah. So, to drive this truck, you need batteries. They are really small too. It's really tiny. Well, this is not the stock ones. The stock ones is on 1200 per hours. So, but I don't have a stock one because my seller changed this for me. So it has some more power, longer run time. I drive them in series connector. It makes about 50 miles per hour or 80 kilometers an hour. On one single pack you get around 30 miles per hour and 50 kilometers an hour. To charge those, I use the parallel connector. You can use it to drive the car too, and you get around 20 minutes of run time, but then only 30 miles per hour speed. So like this: speed, run time. Well, let's start out with the negatives. The suspension, I think, is pretty bad. It's really springy. I had new shock oil, a little bit harder, but I have new springs on order, so it hits very easy still, and it like fall over when you drive. That I think is one of the biggest negatives. Well, it is small, but actually it's pretty easy to count all the screws and such. But to drive with 2 batteries, you need to open up here and take out the motor to change the gear. And this screw, it's really hard to get to. I took out the bumper in the front so I could come to it easier. But that is also one negative. This is a little negative, but not really a problem. It's just a problem, but it's just annoying. Not anything really bad. But I drive in series, 2 batteries, and then when I'm going to turn off the speed controller after a long run, it goes back on by itself. I read on the forum of Traxxas, and other people have the same problem. I don't see it as a bad problem because it's just to disconnect the wires and it's off. But it's a little bit annoying. Another thing, this truck is waterproof. Waterproof, not totally water resistant, or what you say, because this receiver box, it can come in water underneath it. but the motor, servo and the speed controller are 100% water resistant, what I've heard, but the receiver. So if you are planning to drive underwater, you need to cut out and put a balloon on the receiver. I would do that at least. And the last negative is the tires. It's got loose. The glue is really bad, so I had an extra layer of glue around every tire because they balloon so much on 2 NEM nickel metal halide packs in series, so they like pop out. The only reason we said so many negatives is because I have searched a lot on this truck, and I will tell you all the negatives just so you know. But this isn't a bad truck. It's the best truck ever made, I will say. I love the design more than any other truck together. Seriously. The suspension is awesome when you fix it. I can't wait for my new springs. And everything is totally awesome. 4-wheel drive, waterproof. Does flips on normal ground. It does double to triple backflips. Yeah. It has cooling vanes for the batteries, but they still get hot, but not as hot as if these weren't here. The motor is powerful. Yeah. It's tiny. It is easy to take with you anywhere. I have put it on a heatsink to cool the motor off, because the speed controller have thermal shutdown, so it turns off when it gets too hot. That's really positive. And my seller told me that he by mistake turned on 2 LiPo batteries in series, and that is too high voltage, so then the speed controller didn't even turn on. That's also a big positive. So if you have too high voltage, it won't even go on. But the motor can overheat, so I recommend buying a cooling. Another positive is the bumper. You can see it isn't stuck on this other thing. They bent really nicely, so when you hit something it like bends. Take the hit. That is good. It's easy to adjust. The suspension, you just have to turn those up and down, and the suspension will be harder or thicker. And in here, in the wheels, you have like it's screws. So if you take off the wheel, you can screw it in or out, and like the wheels can bend that in or out. And if you bend them out, you won't fall over as much as before. So you can adjust a lot of things on this. Well, that was our first review. I recommend this truck. I give it a 5 out of 5 easily. The negative I don't care about. And remember to subscribe and everything. And here now you will see a little preview video.